Hi anybody, welcome to the channel, JaysBucket. I'm Jay, as always. Got my building buddy Jay hanging out here with me whenever I'm down in the Lego room. Welcome to the show I'm calling Bucket Life. This is a video, audio adventure where I talk a little bit about Lego and a little bit about life. This is episode number 21 coming in at you March 28th. I'm calling this one Blow Out Your Candles. So there you go. Welcome in if you've never been here before. On JaysBucket, I do Lego live builds every single Sunday. 7:30 p.m. Eastern, I build a different little Lego set each week, and we have lots of fun hanging out in the chat. I also hang out once a week during the week, either on a Tuesday or a Thursday, and I build bigger sets, something like, the Galaxy Explorer or the 3-in-1 Castle. And this week we're building that little fire station down there. And this week's coming up is going to be on Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern. Nope, 7 p.m. Eastern. 8 p.m. Atlantic time. 7 p.m. Eastern, and yeah, we are going to finish off that fire station, and I might have an extra little fire truck build to go along with it, so that should be lots of fun. Alright, well there we go. Hopefully you enjoy the live builds on the channel. We've also been doing poly bags, and I do have another top 10 coming out pretty soon here as well. My thoughts for this week are I completely jinxed spring coming. Last week on the podcast, I was like, oh yeah, I think it was great, nice warm weather. It's awesome, loving it. Boom, another wave of snow. It was not cool. I'm punching myself because man, can winter just not go away and stay gone for good? Like, holy cow, go away, winter. All right, well, anyhow, we're going to move over to this week's shout out for the episode. And I'm doing something a little different this week. I'm going to give this one to my 3 kids. My 3 kids are pretty awesome when it comes to my YouTube channel. This channel does take up quite a bit of time for me having to record videos and go live every week. And all 3 of them are pretty good with it. The youngest doesn't quite fully understand, what's going on with it, but he does know JaysBucket and he references it sometimes. The middle child is pretty much all in on it for the most part. He doesn't like it when I have to go live, and it's around his bedtime, so he doesn't love that as much, but he's pretty supportive of it. The mother-in-law created a JaysBucket shirt that was more of child size, and he's been rocking it quite a few times, so that's pretty cool to see. And then the oldest, she just doesn't care. She's a teenager and probably more embarrassed than anything. I do kind of say, don't tell your friends about the channel. There's no need for it. And I would say if any of her friends found out, she'd probably be embarrassed more than anything. So there you go. But yeah, she doesn't really say much about it. I tell her I'm doing videos. She's like, all right, have fun. Do your thing. Whatever. So yeah, this week's shout out going to the 3 kids. They're awesome. Love you guys. You guys are amazing. And honestly, this channel kind of is an homage to my Lego building journey, and every set that I've live built, they pretty much have access to, although they don't build them very often, but they pretty much have access to any set I've live built in the past and is not on display. And I wonder if someday maybe they'll want to build the sets while watching me live build it, watching the video afterwards. I don't know, we'll see. Maybe that's just a hopeful thing that I think that will never happen, but yeah, who knows. But yeah, love you guys. You guys are amazing. Thanks for being you. Okay, so we will move to the Studtastic Voyage. This week, we had nobody new join the stream, so I'm going to go back to that original map stream. We had Gary, He was a viewer that has not been around for a while, but he got a green stud in Ireland. So I thought that's pretty cool. And even on that original map stream, I asked him what color, and he's like, "I'm from Ireland. What do you think?" Not in those words, but I was like, "Oh yeah, green, obviously." Like that makes sense. So yeah, Gary's a pretty cool guy, I'm sure, and he chills out in Ireland. And maybe he watches the videos and just doesn't chat anymore. But actually, he didn't chat too much. Maybe he wanted to get himself on the map and just watches now. I don't know. But there you go. So that was Gary in Ireland, and then we had Legend. Legend was a viewer that was coming around quite a bit. Hasn't been around for a bit, but there's a little bit of a controversy with this one, and I gotta maybe do some homework on it. I've got written down that he had a blue stud in Poland, and I remember when they told me they were from Poland. That I think they said they live in North America, but they originate from Poland. So I thought that was pretty cool. But then I'm looking at my map, and I got a red stud here in Poland. But I did watch that original map stream back and said blue. I said blue. I couldn't find their specific chat. I don't know if that's a YouTube thing or whatever, but so I gotta maybe do some digging. Maybe they came on another stream later on and was like, "Hey, could I change my stud from blue to red?" That's possible. I don't know. But yeah, Legend, pretty old viewer there. Would love if they came back and started chatting again someday. But yeah, that's the two that we're gonna highlight today on the Studtastic Voyage. And again, maybe they watch but just don't chat anymore. Who knows? But yeah, so that's the Studtastic Voyage. All right, we will check out New Bricks in the Bucket, which is basically just us going into the OBS Void of Doom, switching over to the Lego site, and we're gonna check out some things on here. Now, currently, I do believe there is a new gift with purchase. If my internet wants to cooperate. Oh, clicking Lego just brings us to the main page. Yep, that would do it. Not my internet, that's me. So right now we do have double points on until looks like April 2nd. So there you go. But it's only on select sets. So you gotta figure out exactly which sets there is, and there's a little shop now, here, double points, shop now. All these, but 12 pages of them. So yeah, we're not gonna go through all of those. There's a bunch of sets you can get double points on. So there you go. If you want to make an order right now, from now till April 2nd, you can get double points. And then we got a gift with purchase. We got a little Easter bunny basket. Easter bunny surprise. It's kind of cute. Kind of, I don't know. It's a little square head with some ears sticking out of it, I guess. And some flowers at the front. This ends April 2nd as well. So up until you can get those double points, you can also get this little bunny surprise as well. And it's a purchase of $100 or more Canadian on any set. So it doesn't matter what theme you buy, you can get this little gift with purchase when you order over $100 worth. So that's pretty neat. Not a bad little set. And yeah, always like a gift with purchase. So let's quickly go to sale. See if anything's new here. Nothing seems to be. Nope. Same stuff as kind of always. And then we'll go to, let's check out retiring soon. See what's in there. That's another section we should hit up in here, because that's always a good thing to know. If something's going to retire soon, it's got that retiring soon label, you may not be able to purchase it anymore. So not a bad deal. 40% off on that. 613 pieces. Not a great set, but yeah, it's on sale. All right, coming soon. Let's see what's in here. We got the Lord of the Rings, the Shire. This is that set that the Purple Dragon has been talking about when they've recently joined our channel to chat on the Sundays and during the week. What a nice looking set this is. Yeah, I gotta be honest. I'm not a huge Lord of the Rings fan, but this is a really cool set. I would, $350 Canadian for that. Wow, it ain't cheap, but it's a nice set. Bilbo Baggins, little area there. guessing this is a Phoenix. Lord of the Rings fans are probably going to be like, it's something specific. I don't know. I do apologize. I'm so bad with movies and whatnot and characters and what's in what. But this is a really cool little set. Like, this is it's like a little hut where Frodo lives, maybe. But really nice, like, scenery, like landscaping for that. I really like this set. I think it looks really, really cool. So if you're excited for that, 2017 pieces. That's not bad. That's not bad. Very precious gift with purchase. Ooh, look at that. You also get an exclusive gift with purchase. Relive an iconic scene when you buy Lego Icons Lord of the Rings The Shire. So there you go. And it looks like you might get an early release for it too. Early release on the set if you're a VIP member. And yeah, that's pretty awesome. I didn't even realize there was an extra gift with purchase, so that's pretty sweet. So Purple Dragon, if you're watching and you didn't know about the gift with purchase, there you go. A little bit extra for you. All right, let's check out and see if there's anything else new under the coming soon page. Does not look to be. All right, so let's quickly check new. And we'll up. We'll scroll down to pre-order. There we go. All right, so we got the flowers. Ooh, right, I did see this actually. We got the Too Fast, Too Furious Honda S2000, that convertible version of it. That is a lot of pink, but it looks good. It does look pretty good. I got the Skyline, and I really liked it. Honda S2000 is a nice vehicle. They don't make it anymore. But yeah, that's a nice little set. When's that releasing? June 1st, so you gotta wait a little bit for that one. We have 300 pieces exactly, $35 Canadian, the S2000, and you can pre-order it, so there you go. Very, very nice little set. Yeah, I got that one there. I do notice that the Speed Champions are becoming a little bit more expensive, though. It's a shame. It's a shame. I forget the character's name, but you got a nice exclusive character there as well. So that's pretty neat. Will it tell us in here? One minifigure with a Suki minifigure. There you go. Doesn't even ring a bell. I don't know. I haven't seen that movie in a long time, but probably one I should go back and watch again. All right, well, there we go. That was pretty much it. Back to the OBS Void of Doom and back to the J-Cam. Welcome back, everybody. That was New Bricks in the Bucket. Didn't spend too much time on that there because there's not much coming out really right now. We're kind of in a lull of new things coming out here. So, all right, let's check out real quick the time capsule. We got 135 days left, Mrs. Bucket, until the time capsule is going to get opened. So there you go. All right, we'll move over to the segment I'm calling Blow Out Your Candles. So as you can tell, I'm wearing a funky hat, funky happy birthday hat. I really like this hat. This is a great, dollar store comes out with some great hats sometimes. And this is a nice hat. I like it. Sometimes I'll wear it backwards just for fun. Doesn't say happy birthday, but I got a funky candle hat on. So I like me my hats. That's a part of the reason why JaysBucket is called JaysBucket is because a hat is technically a bucket. So not only did it go with the mystery bucket, the Lego bin being a bucket, the hats can be buckets too. So there you go. If you didn't know, it's a little behind the scenes of the naming of the channel. All right, blow out your candles. How do you celebrate your birthday? Do you celebrate it differently for different people in your house, different people in your family? Do you call people on their birthday? Do you forget to call people on their birthday? Do you send everybody, a card? Do you like receiving cards? I personally am not a card guy. And I'll be honest, I don't keep my birthday cards. I really don't. And I'm someday I wonder, will I regret that? Will I regret not keeping birthday cards that people have given me over the years? And I honestly don't know the answer to that. But I feel like you got enough stuff as it is. If you keep all your cards from everything, man, I'd probably have just a Lego-sized bin of cards that I don't know if I want to keep them all. Anyhow, yeah, I don't keep cards. I also don't buy people cards. Like, even my kids. I don't buy my kids birthday cards. I don't know. I personally feel like a birthday card is kind of a waste of money, especially nowadays with how expensive they can be. Yeah, sure, you can go to the dollar store and get a $1.50 card or whatever, but I don't know, unless you're giving someone money or something. I just feel like the card is a scam almost. It's kind of like Hallmark is probably a multi-million-dollar company at least by now, and I feel like they just have scammed so many people out of so much money just by making cards. Now, mother-in-law might really dislike this podcast because she is a huge crafter. She crafts all kinds of cards, and hers are very unique. They're not just a card picked up from the store or whatever. So she puts a lot of time and effort into her cards. I think I might have, I say I've never kept a card. I might have kept a few here and there, but I don't keep many. And I might have kept a few from like the kids when they were really young, from like other family members. But yeah, she might not like this episode. sorry, Mom. But yeah, I'm not a card keeper. I'm not a card giver. I just feel like the present is enough, and yeah, unless you're giving someone money, I don't know. I feel like you don't need a birthday card or a Christmas card even, really. Never been that kind of guy. I don't know why. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm weird, but I don't know. Are there other people out there like me? I don't know. But as for birthdays, I try to focus heavily on my 3 kids' birthdays. Ever since my daughter was first born, I have booked vacation off work for every single one of their birthdays. She's a teenager now, and last year was the first year she did not stay home from school to hang out with me on her birthday. Every year, I pull the kids out of school, I make sure I'm off work, and we go and we do something special on their day. And it doesn't necessarily have to be anything crazy expensive. Sometimes it does. Like, I've brought her to, theme parks. I've brought my son to Legoland. My youngest, we go to the arcades sometimes. But sometimes it's just, just a day with Dad. Hang out with me and be off school. Have your special day to be one-on-one with me. And it's usually just me. Mrs. Bucket she's usually working. And sometimes she'll take it off, sometimes she won't. It all depends on what's going on. But I make sure I'm off, and I make sure it's minimum one-on-one with them and myself, and just ensure that they have a really fun day. So like I said, last year my daughter, she went to school. I actually took work off, and it came right down to like the last day beforehand. It was very back and forth. Are you staying home with me? Or are we going to do something? Are you going to go to school? And I know at her age, friends are very important, and family kind of becomes secondary at that point in your life. So I kind of suspected that it was going to happen, and I'm not going to lie, I was pretty heartbroken. But I let her do her thing. I let her make her decision, and I'm very curious on this year what she's going to decide. I have a feeling she's going to stay home with me, even though she's a year older. But I have a feeling she's going to stay home with me. Now, my middle child, we had a board game tournament this year, so we didn't go out anywhere. Well, we went out. We let him shop with his birthday money. We went out for lunch, but before and after we went out, we had an entire day of board games and card games. We literally I printed out a list of all the board games. We were keeping track of who was winning each round. There was 5 rounds. It was usually a best of 3 in each round for board games. And at the end of the rounds, I awarded a trophy to my son. I literally got like a mini trophy made that had some dice on it, and it says birthday board game champ, and I awarded that to him because he ended up beating me. And no, I didn't let him win. He fair and square beat me. And what's funny about that is there's a board game we play, Stratego, and I was literally undefeated in Stratego against him. And we had played it probably 15 to 20 times before this birthday tournament. I was undefeated, and he beat me. And I was blown away, because like we were kind of predicting. We're like, so we played Lorcana, then we played Stratego, then we played we had Here to Slay, we had Happy Little Dinosaurs, and there was a 5th game, and I'm drawing a blank on the 5th game. What was it? But anyhow, we were predicting. We were saying like, okay, I think I'm gonna win 1 game of Lorcana, you're gonna win 1, and then like it's gonna come down to, you know, that 3rd game of Lorcana. And then I was like, I'm gonna blow you away in Stratego. And then it was like Here to Slay. I was like, I could see you maybe taking that one because you're pretty good at it. And I was like, it might come down to like that last round of Happy Little Dinosaurs. But we didn't even need to play Happy Little Dinosaurs. It was the last game on the list. He had already beat me 3-1. And yeah, it was a bittersweet victory because I was very happy for him that he won. But I think we're going to start a little tradition of this board game championship. So maybe next year I can win the trophy back from him. But yeah. And then my littlest guy, he loves the arcade. It's we love going to the arcade. We don't do it too often, but we kind of ask them, like, what do you guys want to do? And instantly, arcade. It's like, all right, we can do arcade. Yeah, for sure. So we hung out for a good hour at the arcade and building up lots of points, and, you know, let them spend their tickets and whatnot. That time, all of us went to the arcade. Normally we would just take him, but it just worked out that all of us ended up going that time. But yeah, it was still lots of fun. And they have some awesome games there. And one of his favorite is like, it's like he likes a fishing game, but he also likes this other game that like shoots water at like these zombie things. And then there's so many good ones, so many good games at the arcade. I really enjoy the arcade. But yeah, I really try and make time for them on their birthdays because I think it is a special day. Now for my birthday, nothing special at all. Mrs. Bucket always asks, like, what do you want for your birthday? And I'm like, honestly, I've spent so much on Lego and Lorcana over the past year, don't even worry about it. And even for her, I'll be like, what do you want for your birthday? And she'll be like, nothing. And I'll still usually get her something. It was Lego this year. But yeah, apparently she has something for me. I'm very curious on what it's going to be because I have no idea. But yeah, no, I don't make a big deal for our birthdays as much. This year I did take her birthday off because last year I asked her, I was like, do you want me to take your birthday off? And she's like, no, don't worry about it. I'm working anyways. And I was like, all right. And then I didn't take it off. She had a very stressful day at work. And I was like, should have let me take it off and we could have hung out together. And then, so this year she even said, she's like, no, don't worry about it. I'm still working. But when I woke up that morning and told her, hey, I'm staying home with you, she was like, she was excited. So I think it worked out pretty well. But yeah, but I don't really make a huge deal for ours. She does like a very expensive DQ cake. It's like literally almost, I think it's actually over $50 for a little DQ cake. It's like, oh my goodness. Anyhow, it's what she wants, what she likes. Me, I like a nice chocolate cake. And my kids are all a mix. Some are vanilla, some are chocolate, some even like marble. But cakes are pretty expensive too. But yeah, no, I mean, when it's my parents' birthdays, I definitely like to give them a call. I like to send them all gifts. I like to send them birthday gifts, not gifts. Gifts like GIFs. Like a text message gift. I think those are funny. I don't send them often, but birthdays deserve a gift. And yeah, other than that, no cards. I'd rather send a gift. But yeah, no, how do you celebrate your birthday? Do you celebrate your birthday more? Do you celebrate other people's birthday more? I'd be curious to know. So let me know in the comments down below if you'd like. All right, so there we go. There's blow out your candles. Hopefully everyone has a great time on their birthday, and maybe the poly bag this week will be a little birthday poly bag if I can find one. Okay, the next set we are going to be building on Sunday is a dream set, and we are going for the crocodile car 71458. This thing is absolutely crazy looking. I have never built a full-on dream set before. And I pretty much said to myself, if I'm going to build one, I want it to be this one. This thing just looks crazy. Like, who doesn't want a crocodile car? Probably no one, especially if you live in Florida. But that's going to be our next Sunday live build on my birthday. So there you go. All right, quickly Q&A from Seth here. Thank you to Seth for always coming up with questions. You're awesome. But I'm going to be honest, Seth. I'm struggling to answer this one. So Seth asks, if I could be a star in a movie, what genre would the movie be? And I'm here like wrapping my brain trying to figure out. I'm like, I honestly don't know. There was a point in my life where I was like, I could be an actor. Yeah, I should do some like auditions and stuff. And never did anything with it. But I think it'd be fun. Like, I do honestly think it'd be a lot of fun to star in something like that. And I kind of, not really, but like, YouTube is almost that, like, I guess, level below being in a movie, being an actor, not being in a movie, but level below being an actor in a way. But I feel like if I was gonna star in a movie, I want to say, like, my first instinct was like, oh, it should be like a comedy. Excuse me. But I honestly don't think I'm funny enough to be in a comedy, and I don't think I would hit a comedy the way some of these other crazy funny people do. So I don't think it would be a comedy, to be quite honest. I honestly think, like, it would be like some kind of drama movie or something. Like, I feel like I could get some drama vibes going. But again, I'm not even sure. I also felt like I could be in like a sports movie. Like, I could totally do a sports movie. I could totally act as like that, smaller person that couldn't actually make it pro and then finally makes it pro. Like I could act that for sure. But I don't even really like sports movies that much, so I don't think it'd be that either. I couldn't do horror. I am not a horror kind of guy, not at all. And I honestly I wonder how horror movies get made, and are these people traumatized from some of these things they have to do in these horror movies? I don't even want to go there. Nope, not for me. Then I think okay, action I could definitely do. Even police dramas or something like that. I could do that. Couldn't do a W Network romance movie. Not a chance. No way. But then honestly, we were watching Wicked tonight, and I don't like musicals, but I think I do have an appreciation for how coordinated all of those actors are. And Wicked was a really good example because it was just scene after scene after scene of coordinated songs and whatnot. And I just definitely had a huge appreciation for the coordination in it. It was actually quite amazingly done. Again, not a huge fan of the movie. We're about maybe a third of the way, halfway through it right now. But yeah, I'll definitely give them credit. They did a really good job at making some of these dances and whatnot. So I think that's pretty cool. I don't know if I could actually do that. I'm not coordinated enough to do that, I don't think. But I've also gone to plays here and there, and I've seen Beauty and the Beast and a few other plays in theaters, and those are actually really cool too. So I think acting is a really neat thing. I would honestly love to act something someday, but I don't think it's for me. I don't think I would ever really make it. But yeah, I could see myself in a wide variety of genres if I were to ever star in a movie. So there you go. Not quite a full answer, but definitely somewhere I could and somewhere I definitely would not want to be. So thanks again, Seth, for the questions. I always appreciate it. All right, if you want to let me know in the comments below if you have a question for me to answer. If not, we'll pick a favorite theme from another Lego theme. Favorite set from another Lego theme, sorry. So yeah, if you made it this far in the show, I really appreciate you. Thank you very much. If you don't mind, I'd like it if you liked the video, threw some comments down below, and subscribe if you're new here, and come and hang out in some of the live streams as well. All right, thank you very much for joining me today, and hopefully you guys have a really good rest of your day, and we will see you in the next probably live stream. Take care. Woo!